Electing to go for it on 4th and 5. Lawrence is sacked at the 49. Kansas City comes up huge. Chris Jones is officially back for the Chiefs.
For a guy who missed all of training camp, you did mention it earlier, and he said, hey, I missed the guys, but my legs are fresh, and he is proving that to be true. Whatever side he decides to rush in, they're having trouble. And one thing Evan Washburn talked about, all the different things that happen with the Heat, mental is part of it as well.
The official said the ball was tipped. That's why they were allowed to grab on. And then another tip. Chris Jones getting pressure on Lawrence.
Tip, that's the exact right call. The pass interference is off downfield. And there's Chris Jones. Once again.
Bigsby lines up in the backfield. No ETN. Lawrence on 3rd down. Lawrence trying to get rid of it. The ball is rolling out of bounds because Chris Jones gets home. Who needs training camp?
The arm came forward. Is this a fumble that just goes over the sideline? There's Chris Jones. He got rid of the football.
And more importantly now, what does Jacksonville do?
Reset the game clock to 4:43.
I think they've got to go here. You don't have many more opportunities.
3rd and 6. Pressure coming. Fields in trouble. And he is sacked. Chris Jones.
Look at the matchup. They move Chris Jones, normally an interior player. They put him on the first-round rookie, 58 Darnell Wright, and that's just a tough match.
Chiefs with the rush. Zach trying to get out of there, and he won't. He will be sacked to end this first half as Chris Jones split a lot of snaps in this first half. Part of the rush to get there for Kansas City.
But give these guys credit. They got it done. They did. They got it done. They were out of this game at 17-0. They are not out of the game now.
Well, let's just start.
3-18, just go.
First play, Brees Hall contacted in the backfield. He'll drop a couple of yards. Leo Chenal get in there right away.
Almost like exactly how you'd want it to do for him. Except for blocking.
Except for blocking. Yeah, we got to build and construct that next. A contract holdout. Look at this force right here.
I mean, I thought it was a screen initially. I'm not kidding. Very few times do I sit up and be like, oh, we got to throw the screen in the dirt. And then I'm like, no, that was actually a pass play.
Jerry Jeudy, 2 receptions, 1 yard.
Wilson, sacked. Chris Jones, I was just starting to say, Jones has had a quiet night until now. 8 straight games now with a sack.
I love when he answered a question about who he lines up on 3rd down. He said he goes through, looks at the height, the weight, what year they are, and he'll move inside, he'll move outside. They just let him do his thing. Spags said on 3rd down, I have no idea where he's going to line up. Like Bolton's backing out, Tranquil now at the top's coming.
Everybody's coming. Knocked down again. They do it again. So with the fullback burden. Williams, the running back. Williams, runs into the waiting arms of one Chris Jones.
On the interception by Justin Simmons. 3rd and goal. Big hit there by Chris Jones.
It's really 2nd and 3. And Wilson only gains about a yard there to bring up a 3rd.
On 1st down, Hurts is sacked by Chris Jones.
But Chris Jones is so fast to get up the field that Kelsey's not even able to help. You see, immediately he gets up the field, so he's one-on-one on Dickerson, and then he works all the way around.
Hurts, Jones got him again.
Well, they put Jones on the outside. Lane Johnson, the right tackle, but this is a screen pass. So Lane Johnson lets him go by, and you see Gainwell, he's trying to get into a position.
Hurts is wrapped up. Looked like a quarterback draw. It's going to turn into a defensive play by Chris Jones.
It sure looked like it was a designed quarterback draw, and Chris Jones, he just beats Kelsey right away. He got no chance. I mean, that's right where you're running the football.
on the move. Jacobs the call. Look out! Look out! Down he goes! Tranquill and Jones come up with a play. On downs, the Chiefs will take over at the Raiders 17.
To be one of the most dominant forces. He's inside, but watch, he's going to loop around. He just throws him away and gets to the backfield. That gives no chance. Tranquill comes on the blitz, but it's Jones that makes the initial movement. That makes him bounce to the outside. And then, of course, the rally and the tackle, putting your defense in a difficult position. But as I said,
Patrick Taylor's the back. Stays in to protect. Love is going to throw. No, he's just going to go down at the 30. And from there, it's a 48-yard field goal. The clock will continue to run. Chris Jones will get credit for it.
1st and 10. In trouble. Karlaftis has him, and Jones is there to assist.
And watch, when he rushes wide, Karlaftis comes back underneath and gets a bunch of late sacks. And he's rushing well, Karlaftis. But the Chris Jones quote, which has been proven true.
Harris again, blown up in the backfield this time, and it is Chris Jones, the 4-time Pro Bowler.
Super hard to block. Just working right there. And remember, that's Cole Strange went out in that first half with that knee injury. So Antonio Mafi is in there, and he's going up against somebody as good as Christian Barmore is on the Patriots and getting some time with him. Chris Jones is a new level.
Chiefs coming after it here. Tipped and incomplete. Yeah, tipped in the air and hung there for what seemed like forever.
It's a 2nd and 6. And play action for O'Connell. And pressure, and he's going down, Chris Jones. Boy, it didn't take long to make his presence felt.
Right on the inside. Chris Jones comes flying. Boy, he is so disruptive, Jim. Over and over again, every week we see.
You got Snead back on Adams at the bottom. And a new set of downs as White meets Reed at the line of scrimmage.
You've already kept them alive with a 4th and 18. Here's a 2nd and 16. And it only gets worse.
They got to get up quickly or use their timeout now. I would take the timeout right now. Watch Chris Jones right here. Boop, swim move. And he's staring right down the barrel. And you see all the fans. Who's your favorite fan? All excited out here. What a time.
He just took him right into that backfield, got off, and made the play in the backfield. Eckler lines up top of your picture on 3rd and 6. Stick buried, and it's Chris Jones, and he finally gets to the quarterback. Gets his incentive now into the double-digit sack column. Jones. That's a lucrative play for one of the elite defenders in the NFL.
You got to watch the quarterback extending with his legs here.
Got the time to survey. Fires it. Knocked down. Drive shuts down right once they got to about the 10-yard line. Chris Jones. Chris Jones, who else?
In the NFL all season long. Biggest one of the season.
Allen. He's not going to get there. The ball is on the ground. And it's recovered by Spencer Brown. Sidearm knocked down by Jones as he marches right to the sideline, knowing he just ended the Ravens' drive.
Team leads the NFL in batted passes, and it's because of guys like this. I mean, that's a D lineman, D tackle, who just waited it out and used a little shuffle to get that. And I think Kelce knows, he's like, just keep me in there, even for running the ball.
2nd and 9. McCaffrey will shut down these first 2 snaps after the 15-yard penalty.